Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are watching Reptile Boy, and I'm a boy who owns reptiles. And for today's video I'm just going to show you guys on how to set up your white tree frog enclosure, and it's overall pretty easy and a simple setup to do, so I'd appreciate it if you could stick and watch until the end. So step number one will just be adding our substrate, and we are going to be using a coconut mix with eco earth soil. So guys, once your substrate is in your enclosure, you can start to pat it down. Here I'm using around 3 inches of substrate. It's a good amount because I'm also going to be adding a ficus tree later on in our video, so once it's also pat down, it looks nicer, as you can tell. So guys, here are our 2 white tree frogs we're going to be making their enclosure for today. One smaller, and you can see the bigger one is just chilling in the back. These are wonderful pets, and I hope they all enjoyed your new enclosure. So guys, now it's time to add the rest of our decorations, plants and wood that we're going to be using. So guys, so far this is the enclosure so far. It's an exo tower, by the way. It's 24 by 24 by 18, and we have a decent amount of foliage and stuff. We're still going to be adding a lot more, so make sure to keep watching. So guys, here we have our live ficus tree. Here we have some fake plants behind there, a nice long bamboo stick there. We also have a nice grey wall background, as you can see. It looks pretty class. And down here we also have a water bowl. Here we have another fake plant, and there's a cool wooden hide in the back, if you can see there. And then we also have like a wooden tree stump. It's pretty cool. It's what I added to the back there, if you can see. Overall, everything is going as planned. So guys, here we're adding a long fake ivy branch because, as you know, white tree frogs are an arboreal species. They like to climb a lot, and they also would prefer if there are a lot of places to hide. And as you can see, my tank has a lot of places to hide, so I'm just going to add this to the bottom of my enclosure because sometimes my frogs come down to bathe, and then there'll be some nice foliage around the cover themselves, so they feel more at home. Now I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of sphagnum moss. Sphagnum moss is a nice kind of moss that is really good for maybe reptiles and amphibians. It's pretty moist, and it keeps in a lot of the moisture. So now that we have our sphagnum moss in, I'm just gonna mist my enclosure, and here is a pretty good mister I got a while ago, and they do the job because they have a pump, as you tell, and then you push it down like this, and then it puts pressure into the tub here, making the water to come up and out of the front. So you just put it like this and you mist it. I'm pretty sure most of worktop keepers on YouTube and stuff have these in their videos, and it's also just pretty good because all you have to do is hold down the handle and it will keep on spraying water into the enclosure. So now I'm just going to add water into our water bowl there, because white tree frogs, they like to bathe a lot, and then it's also good to have multiple places in your tank where it's moist, or that you should also have places that have water inside them because it's good. And as you know, white tree frogs, they are sensitive and they soak up basically any kind of liquid that touches them, so just make sure to have like a water dish in your enclosure. And replace the water every day because, as you know, white tree frogs, they get really messy, and then your water will turn all murky and there will be mud all over it. So guys, now that our enclosure is finished, it's time to add our white tree frog. As you can see him at the bottom there, he's just peeking out. So I guess he's waiting already for our new showcase of the tank. Now it's gonna take some time to take these frogs out, and they're pretty jumpy, and they also have sticky feet. These frogs are lovely pets. Just a quick showcase on our beautiful blue-eyed white tree frogs. Frog number 1 going into our enclosure. Where should we put him? I think I'll put him here. I don't know why, but these frogs love staying on my hand. Oh, he jumped out. Now it's time for our second frog. So guys, here's our second blue-eyed white tree frog. He's the bigger one, as you can tell. Seems to be just chilling on the bottom of the enclosure, but he needs to come out. Well guys, try number 2 worked. Here is our bigger white tree frog. As you can tell, his lovely colors. And the camera does it justice, so that's the best. Wonderful frog, and now it's time to see where our frog goes. Where should we put him? Maybe the same spot as our first frog. So guys, here is the final result of our blue-eyed white tree frogs enclosure. Our tank is a 24 by 24 by 18 Exoterra tank. It's glass and has ventilation in the top, as you can see, with the metal mesh. And first of all, we're going to show you the bottom. So here we have substrate. It's coconut fiber with eco earth mix, and we have a water bowl, as you can see there. Then we have a nice fake ivy branch going along the bottom of our enclosure. We have a nice live ficus tree in the front right here, as you can tell. And further back we have a nice grey stone background. It's just foam, but it looks pretty cool. And here we have a lot of fake plants, and then we also have a nice wooden hide at the back with sphagnum moss inside, and there's also a really big tree stump at the back with holes inside, as you can see. And overall, this enclosure is pretty good and simple to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below for any more information you guys need. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I see you guys in the next video. Peace out.